Welcome to the Microcasting overview and demonstration. My name is Ken Burke and I'm the founder of Microcasting. Now I'm thrilled that you decided to take a deeper look at our new and innovative platform. This is no ordinary e-learning platform. Sure, we've got all the powerful e-learning functionality that you're going to need to deliver an incredible e-learning experience to your customers, partners, and prospects. But we go much further by enabling you to use e-learning as a powerful sales and marketing tool to attract new prospects, convert them into customers, and retain them for a longer period of time. Our e-learning portals are designed to integrate e-learning into every aspect of your business, working nonstop to elevate your brand to new heights. So whether you want to establish yourself or your company as a thought leader in your industry, strengthen your customer relations, or simply add an additional revenue stream from selling courses, programs, certifications, or even memberships to your valuable content, this platform is for you. Now at Microcasting, we always say a more knowledgeable prospect or customer is a more valuable and profitable one. That's why we work endlessly to help increase your overall conversion rates, whether you're doing B2B or B2C. We want to create stickiness with your customers and increase your renewal rates, increase those upsells in average order size, whether it's the first order or it's the last order. We want to make sure you're making more money using Microcasting. And then of course that all-important customer relationship. So we're working to get customer engagement up and improve your overall customer loyalty. And then the part that I love the most is we actually work on improving your overall sales efficiency and your pipeline by working as a lead magnet, a click funnel, and a lead nurturing tool to get customers all the way from the very beginning stages when you just get them from a marketing all the way through close. And then icing on the cake is we help reduce your overall support costs as well. So before we get started with the demo, I want to show you a few things that you can do with e-learning portals from Microcasting. A great way to start working with e-learning portals from Microcasting is just sell your courses, programs, and certifications. This can be a great way to generate more revenue for your business. It's also something that you can sell to existing customers and partners to gain additional revenue from them and make them a more valuable customer. And by the way, they're going to love it. Also, this is a great way to engage new customers where they're buying a course or a program from you first. They get to experience you and your brand before they move on to actually experience other products and services that you have to offer. One of my favorite uses for our e-learning portals is your own paid membership site. Now, I like this so much that I've actually owned my own membership site for over 4 years called Entrepreneur Now. Now, this is a great way to generate recurring revenue, but more importantly, it actually gets your customers and your prospects interacting with your brand. And I got to tell you, it's a great source of leads. Start them on a paid membership site and then move them into your other products and services. Now, in addition, you can bundle your membership site as part of your current offering with your products and services so that it adds more value to your overall customer relations. And then finally, you can get customers certified on your products and services and let them spread the word about your brand using LinkedIn badges, certifications, and other great tools. One of the most important things that you can do is boost your overall thought leadership. And I got to tell you, this is wildly important, especially today, because you need to be a thought leader in your industry, and e-learning portals can help you do that. Now, this can also be a great lead gen tool for you. And I got to tell you, first thing I want you to do is if you already don't have a Learn button, I want you to add a Learn button to your marketing website. Second thing is you need to actually power that with e-learning portals. You got to be delivering great content programs to your customers, partners, and prospects. And then here's the great thing. Just add a lead gen form in front of it for those prospects that are not registered with you already or using e-learning portals and capture their lead information. I got one even better for you. Build a free membership site using e-learning portals to enhance the customer not only to sign up, but to come back again and again because you're going to be feeding them wonderful content on an ongoing basis. And I got to tell you, that's going to strengthen the relationship that you have with prospects, customers, and partners. One of the things that companies struggle with all the time is lead nurturing. I don't care if you're a B2B company or a B2C company, this is a challenge. What you got to do to overcome that is have highly relevant and individualized content that is delivered out to your prospect and your customer all throughout their selling cycle. And you can do this with e-learning portals. Let me give you a couple of examples. One is just simply sending out courses or programs via email. So integrate the courses or programs into email and automatically send that out. The key is it has to be individualized to that individual prospect. Or we can create a learning board where you can actually populate individual courses that you think are most relevant at that point in time in the sales process that that customer needs. And then another one that I got for you is in embedding e-learning throughout your marketing website so that they can have, with every interaction, they can learn what you do, but they can also get some e-learning along with that. I got to tell you, lead nurturing is critical to your overall business. There is nothing more important than customer success in your business. I got to tell you, I've lived through this before, where you want to make sure that it costs so much money to acquire a customer that you actually keep that customer on an ongoing basis for as long as you possibly can. And one of the great ways to do that is use e-learning portals to engage your customers with individualized e-learning portals that are custom just for them, creating a highly customized library that meets the specific and relevant needs to that customer on an ongoing basis. So you're continually feeding relevant content to them, relevant e-learning to them, so they come back again and again. And I got to tell you, that customer is going to be more knowledgeable and more powerful. And the more powerful they are, the more likely they are to continue to use your products and services. Now, I got to tell you as well, you can also stimulate upsells for additional products and services using e-learning as well. And there's links in our technology that allow you to do that. So I got to tell you, a tighter, stronger relationship with your customers is going to make it really hard for them to leave, boosting your overall renewal rates, which is exactly what you want to do. I am super excited to show you the Microcasting administration system. And this is where you do everything that you need to do within Microcasting. You can create courses, programs, and portals. You can manage all of your courses, programs, and portals, your libraries. You can see your customers. You can do your transactions. Everything that you need to do is all done right here. Now, first thing that we're looking at right now here is one of our main screens, which lists out all of the courses that you have in the system. And you can go ahead and search them by keywords or other types of easy ways to grab them and start working with those courses. But I'm going to create a new course for you right now. And we're going to take a look at this new course and see how easy it is to create a course. And literally, you can create a course in 5 or 10 minutes. It's that fast. Literally, add a couple of videos and you're good to go. Now, I'm going to start off by naming the course. And the name of this course is Create the Perfect Online Course, a step-by-step guide. Well, that's a pretty good name for a course. By the way, I definitely want you to take this course as well. It's a course I created recently and certainly one very valuable. Now, headlines is a great way to, it's just a marketing statement, 1 or 2 sentences about why the course is great. We also always love a description. By the way, you don't need to have a headline here. I always like them. I think it's a good idea to have a headline for marketing purposes. And then, of course, having a description. You want your description to be 2 or 3 paragraphs, in my opinion. That is a really, really good length. And then learning objectives. Learning objectives, again, are not required, but users love learning objectives. And essentially what they do is they tell the user exactly what they're going to learn within the course. I recommend 3. You can certainly have as many as you want here, but I usually recommend 3. And that's what most systems actually want. I'm just going to throw a couple in here real quick because I'm in a hurry. And then you can go ahead and select the course image. And the course image essentially goes along with the course. Everywhere that course is displayed, a course image is displayed as well. Tags are really helpful. If I want to go ahead and tag these things for later, giving myself the ability to search internally on these, the tags are a great use. We use them in our system a lot. I'm going to skip over keywords, but that's just for the search engine as well. And then you can set the user level. The user level basically could be beginner, intermediate, advanced, or all levels. If you're not really sure if the course is really more of a general course, setting it for all levels is typically the best. Now, when you set an instructor, you can go and we have instructor information in another area of our site, another area of our administration system, and all you have to do is set up your instructors first. From there, you go ahead and select the instructor or instructors. We can handle multiple instructors per course as well. And just identify that. So all that information about the instructor can be associated with the course itself. I'm going to go ahead and type in the course length. This could be the estimated amount of time that course is actually going to take to get through it, the user to get through it. We've got a couple of advanced features. I'm not going to go through everything, but searchable. You can make a course searchable or not searchable. You'd say, why, Ken, would I want a course in my system that's not searchable? Sometimes courses can be pieces of bigger things, and sometimes you want to turn them off and hide them from the user, but still include them in larger programs or what have you, and that's why we included that feature. Gated and ungated. I do like this feature where gated basically says a user has to watch the first video, the second video, the third video, and the fourth video in order. Ungated says they can watch it any way they want. I usually keep my courses ungated. And then we have the price, and you can go ahead and set the price for the course. If you're a membership site and you don't want to deal with price, you don't need to set this. We also have a permanent sale price. So a lot of e-learning sites like to say, my course is $99.99, but I'm going to sell it to you for $79.99, and it's kind of in a permanent status. That's why we put it here. There's other ways to do discounting, but this is an easy and quick way to kind of have a permanent discount on courses. Now, one of my favorite tools is the call to action. We've integrated this throughout our entire engine. And so at a course level, you can have a call to action that is a button that appears while the course is playing. And that really helps to guide the user on maybe where they can go next, whether you're trying to sell them something, whether you're trying to market something to them on your main marketing website, or whether you have information that you want to give them about additional information, maybe a reference site or what have you. In this case, I'm going to actually try to sell them something. So I'm going to say, learn more about e-learning portals, and then I'm going to give a URL. And what that's essentially going to do is create a button automatically for me on my desktop there as the user's watching the video and or course, they can actually see that change. Now, you can do this at a video level or you can do it at a global level as well. Now, we have what's called learning elements. And learning elements are videos, audio, articles, downloads, and quizzes. And these are elements or learning elements that they're building blocks for your course, essentially. So I'm going to go ahead and start by adding a video. And we're just going to add one video in this course, and then I'll show you the course as a completed course in just a moment here. But adding a video literally is super quick. I'm going to go ahead and give my video a title. If you want to have a headline which appears above the video, you can certainly do that. And then I just upload the asset. Now, the asset in this particular case is my video, my first video in my list. It literally uploads in seconds, as you can see here. It's actually a pretty big video, uploaded very, very quickly. And part of our engine actually creates multiple versions of that video as it processes it, and it creates low resolution for low bandwidth and higher resolution for higher bandwidth. And then our system will automatically detect on how the user is consuming the video and automatically adjust accordingly to deliver the best video quality given their bandwidth. So that's a wonderful feature that we have that we don't even usually talk about too much. It's just behind the scenes, but the user loves it as well. Now, I mentioned earlier about that CTA, that call to action. You can override the global call to action on any course with an individual call to action on any video, so that as that video plays, the call to action will pop up as well. We do also offer automated transcripting as part of our engine, and if you want to edit that transcript after it's already been created, then you can edit it right here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and save that right down. I've got my first learning element. I can continue to build my learning elements. Maybe I want to add a download and have them download a course guide or an Excel spreadsheet or what have you. Or I might want to go ahead and add a quiz as well. And quizzes are great because you can have things like multi-choice and multi-response. Multi-response allows them to select more than one answer. And then it can score the quiz and report back to the user what that quiz, what that score was as well. And it also saves it to their profile as well. So that's very valuable. All right, we're going to go ahead and save this down, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the course that's completed, that's already filled out, a course that I've already developed here, which is this right here. This is the same course, but more videos, more course guides and downloads, and even the quiz already complete. I'm going to hit the view button. I'm going to show you what our course delivery page looks like. This is where we deliver all of our courses, and this is what it looks like now. So you're going to get both the course name up here, the lesson name for each lesson that you're on, and the user can start actually playing the video. I've got it on mute right now so that I can talk to you, but this is the video display window, and I can jump from video to video as my course is being displayed. I can also take notes. So let's say, take a note right here. And what's cool about our note-taking system is it's saved down to the user profile. It also saves at the exact time within the video and the actual source of the video that is saved at. Remember that call to action that I talked about earlier? Get your own e-learning portal today. You can click on that, and that will actually launch whatever that URL was connected to, e-learning portals in this case. So that's a subtle way of getting the learner to connect what your existing business is doing with your e-learning activities as well. I mentioned earlier about those downloads as well. This is how it looks on the front end, where you can just simply click the button and you get the download, and then our quiz. I can go ahead and start and take my quiz. This is the quiz window, and it goes ahead and scores that quiz and saves it again to the user profile as well. So that's how you create a course and what a course looks like to the user on the front end. And now we're ready to create a program. Now, a program is nothing more than a collection of courses and along with learning elements that can be integrated into a program to make it even more robust. So programs can be created very, very quickly. Now you can also attach a certificate to a program or maybe a badge to a program as well that gives it kind of more value to the end user, because learners love to earn something at the end of the day. Now to create a program, all you do is go in here to our administration system, and you can see all the courses and, all the programs that I actually have listed here. I'm going to dive right into one of them called the Sales Mastery Program. It's actually one of my favorite programs. And just take you on a quick tour of what's included. Very much like a course, you've got the program name and the headline, the course or the program description, graphic associated with it, learning objectives, the levels, and all the different things that we talked about earlier. In addition to the advanced features, whether it's searchable or not, whether the program is gated or not. That means that they have to take the courses in the order that they're displayed, or they can just jump around, depending on whether it's gated or ungated. Very nice feature. And then the price that the course is set at, as well as any discounts that you might want to permanently give on the course, which will automatically discount on the front end of the system as well. Now, here's what's cool about programs is that you can add a course, or you can add videos, audio, articles, downloads, and or quizzes or a final exam within a program as well, so the user can have a really robust and full experience overall. And you can insert those anywhere within that. Now, in order to add a course, we simply just go in here, we say add a course, and then all we have to do is we select from the courses that are already in our system. I can go down here and say, I want to deliver a killer elevator pitch in my course. I'm going to add that to the end, almost as a bonus, right? I can even create a section and add this as a bonus section if I wanted to. And bada boom, bada bing, that is added to my course automatically. I'm going to go ahead and save that down. And I can see at the very beginning of my program, I actually have a video, an introductory video. As I mentioned earlier, you can add learning elements to that, and maybe even a final quiz down at the end. We won't take time to do that right now, but let me go ahead and show you what this this program looks like to the end user. Now, the end user, the first thing that they're going to see is, if you choose to, you don't have to display this page, but this is a great page called the program landing page or the program sales page. It can be used depending on whether your site is an e-commerce site or a membership site, whether the program has a price to it or not. It will be displayed here, and that's all done in your portal configuration. Now, in this case, I'm actually a membership site right now, and so no price is being displayed because once they sign up for the membership, they get all the programs as included as part of the membership. So they can just go ahead and click right here and start the program, go right into the program delivery, and they're good to go. Now, there's lots of great information on this landing page. This landing page can be assembled any way that you want it. Of course, this is our out-of-the-box, one of the standard templates that we have that are integrated within our system. You can see here the learning objectives. We can see some nice little graphical box that tells you more about the program details, and then the program description, along with the individual instructor or multiple instructors that might be part of the program will actually be listed here. And then the program outline from the videos to all the individual courses. And again, if this is ungated, they can actually take courses in any order that they want, but this gives them a nice anchoring point to always come back to know exactly where they are within their program as well. So that is what we call a program. And programs can be very powerful. They can also be very valuable for your end users. And now we're going to look at one of the most powerful parts of our system, which is our portal technology. And portals are nothing more than sites. So you can have a site which is just one program or one course or a handful of courses. They can be free courses, they could be paid for courses, it could be membership, or you can have a site or a portal that has thousands of courses in all different categories as well. It's really up to you on how robust you want your individual portals to be. But we are what I call a multi-portal system. And you can see it displayed right here in the corner where I have multiple sites or multiple portals that I can actually switch back and forth from. So the first portal that I have that I'm showing today is the Entrepreneur Now Network portal. And that is my membership site that I've had for many years. And it's now running on the Microcasting engine. And basically, as you can see here, this site looks in a certain way. But then I can switch over here to my Microcasting Learning Center. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. What does that portal look like? Completely different portal. Doesn't have any navigation, as you can see here. It's free. It's not a membership site. I just allow access because it's my Learn button on my marketing site for Microcasting, as you can see right here. Now, interestingly enough, I was able to take that portal and sneak it underneath the navigation of the site for Microcasting, as you can see right here. So it fits in really, really nicely. So these can be they can be individual sites, or they can be part of other sites as well, which is the really cool part about these learning portals as well. All right, so as I go through this, now I'm setting up the structure for things. I have to do just a couple of things, a couple of button clicks, and literally I will have my portal. I'm gonna go back to the Entrepreneur Now site, and I'm gonna click on Details. And in this particular case, this is just portal details. I can literally click the add button and fill in this information and I'm good to go. Just add the name, the user-facing name, a description, a logo, and a couple other configurations like site colors and whether or not I want to show pricing on the site or not, whether the portal is active or not, and then you're good to go. That's a pretty basic thing. Literally takes less than 3 minutes to set that up. But the next part about structuring your portal is the categories, what we call categories and groups. And so categories are front-facing navigational elements. That's typically what a category is, and you can see those represented here. So I've got underneath categories, I have courses at the highest level, but I also have programs and Ken's learning boards. Remember, you saw that earlier right here, where we have courses and programs and Ken's learning boards. But then underneath this, I have a sub-menu or a flyout menu that has subcategories to it, and you can do that as well in the microcasting platform. All you need to do is add additional categories underneath this. And what a category looks like is nothing. It's just the name, whether or not you want it to display in navigation, whether it's active or not, a description and a little graphic, and you're good to go. They're very, very quick to set up. Now, the second part of a category is what do I want to put underneath it? In this particular case, I went ahead and loaded up a bunch of courses underneath this category, and you can go ahead and certainly update those courses by just simply clicking on the courses that you want to identify and put within that individual category as well. Super fast to do. That's how we categorize courses and programs within individual categories. All right, but we have another special feature here called groups. Now, groups don't necessarily display as part of navigation, but I like to think of them as merchandising categories. They're give me the ability to group things together, group courses or programs together, and then include them in things like a course grid or a carousel or what have you. So they're really for my internal organization to then display to the external customer. For instance, I have a group called Communication Mastery Program or Sales Mastery Program, and I display all those courses within a carousel. That's just one of the ways that I decided to merchandise my courses within that. So essentially what this does is this is the structure of a portal. Now the next step that we want to do is now we want to lay the graphical user interface on top of this structure to create the design that I just showed you. I'm going to go into more detail on our portal designer in just a moment. Now I'm ready to show you my favorite tool in our entire system. This is really powerful. This is called our Portal Designer, and this is where you can create any portal or any site that you want in our system. And if you're familiar with WordPress at all, even a little bit, you can use our system and literally in minutes you can be up and running. It's that easy. However, it's very powerful, and what I love about it, it actually integrates all of the e-learning functionality within it because we have built out a lot of different widgets for you to use. All you have to do is drag and drop them. Let me go ahead and show you how to do this. Now, first of all, I started off with I wanted to build an entrepreneurial landing page for entrepreneurs, an entrepreneur landing page. So I'm going to build that out literally right here so you can see some of the powerful functionality. So I just added a new template, gave it a name. I just did that before we started so that we could get moving on with this, but literally it's a couple of clicks. And then I've got this area over here of powerful widgets that I can add, rich text or purchase widget, or I can add a banner, which is really an image or a clickable image, buttons, rows and columns, which really allow you to hone in on that formatting very, very easily, by the way, tabs, and then each page or sets of pages have individual widgets that are dedicated to them, or that can really be used anywhere in the system, but they tend to be categorized that way. So you can have a course listing or a course carousel. On different pages, we have reviews and course instructor templates and things of that nature, all pre-formatted. But then what's cool about our templates is we let you configure them. So you have a lot of configuration over any template. And by the way, if you don't want to use our templates and you want to do it from scratch, go right ahead, absolutely. But our templates and our widgets will really allow you to do this very quickly, and that's really what most of our users want. Now, I'm going to show you how easy it is to configure it. I want to go ahead and configure this top bar. So all I'm going to do is click on it, and then I'm going to get a configuration menu right over here, and I'm going to say, you know what? I want to go ahead and show that search. I was configured off. And you know what? I'm not going to do e-commerce on this page. It's just a landing page. I'm going to turn that button off. But you know, I would like the hamburger menu to appear, that little 3 bars up there. I'd like that to appear as well. So now I've just reconfigured that top nav to support the objective of what I'm trying to do. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start designing this page by adding a banner. So the first thing I'm going to do is drag and drop the widget on the palette, and I'm just going to go get my configuration for this banner. And I'm going to first of all find it, okay? And I've got an image library, makes it nice and easy to find whatever I'm looking for. I typed in cat for category. I knew this was a category graphic. I'm going to go ahead and click on the graphic I want, and then I'm going to make it grow to the space so I can size it in different ways, tile it or what have you. In this case, I want to grow it. And then what I want to do is I'm going to just add some overlay text. I'm doing this very basic. I could be really fancy with this, but I'm just going to cut and paste some text in there because I'm a little lazy in typing. And now I've got Courses for Entrepreneurs as my header. It's a nice overlay, so it's completely responsive. So if I'm on a smaller screen, this will configure appropriately as well. Now, if I wanted to, and I'm not going to in here, but I just want to show you how to do this. If I wanted to link this graphic or a button or anything, I can link it to something in our system or outside our system, the home page, a specific category page, a course. I can type in a URL that can link somebody outside of our system as well, or even a program page as well. And then I have controls over margin and padding, background colors, and all the things that you would want. Most of our widgets contain those types of controls as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add my second widget. You know what I want to do is I want to focus my sales mastery program in a carousel. Well, that sounds kind of fun. So I'm going to drag and drop my carousel over here into the next slot. And then I'm going to configure it, okay? I get my configuration, and all I'm going to do here is I'm going to go down to these groups. Remember, I told you earlier about groups where you can just group products together, I should say courses or programs together, and then display them to the user in a certain way. So I created a group called Sales Mastery Program. And these are basically 10 courses that make up my Sales Mastery Program. And I want my entrepreneurs to really be great salespeople. So I'm going to pop that in a special carousel. And you can see here, automatically, it formatted the cards for me exactly how I wanted them. If you wanted to change that formatting because you didn't want to show the minutes or the lessons, we can do that as well. Not a problem. Now I noticed that I've got, I need some spacing between these two. All right. Just go in here, type in 40. Let me try that again. Go in here and type in 40, and I'm good to go. I gave myself some space. And we're all set there. So now what I'd like to do is I want to show those entrepreneurs another look at the courses, but I want to show them the course grid. I want to show them the whole listing of what's underneath that entrepreneur category. So I'm going to do what's called a course list right below my carousel is my feature, and then my course list is where all the details are for that particular category. So I'm going to go on down here and I'm going to select entrepreneurship as the category. And literally in seconds, all of my course cards pop in there. If I wanted to add a little bit more spacing, remember what we did earlier? I'm going to put like maybe 30 here, give it a little bit more spacing. If I wanted to and had time in the demo, I could put some rich text there, like a title or maybe some other graphics and things. That might just be for, they don't always have to be function graphics. They could just be for display or visual graphics as well. All right, so this is actually my page. I'm literally done. Literally in 5 minutes or less, I have built out an entire landing page that now I can go off and launch onto the site, and I'm good to go. But there's lots of pages that you can do here, and you can see how easy it is to actually work with our pages in the engine. This is called our Portal Designer. It's one of our most powerful tools, and I got to tell you, it's really easy to use. If you know WordPress or even a little bit about WordPress, you're going to be good to go. And even if you don't, we can probably get you up and running with a couple of e-learning videos in probably 10 or 15 minutes, all right? So that is called our Portal Designer. All right, we're ready to go ahead and create a membership now. Now that we've got our portal set up, we're good to go, and we want to go ahead and create a membership. But now I want to remind you that there are 3 different types of site configurations that you can have. The first one is free, where you just let people come in for free. You can certainly make them sign up for a free membership if you'd like as well, and capture that lead gen information if you want. The second way is just to have an open e-commerce site so that they can buy courses for a particular price that you have listed. But the third way, and the way that I love to do it, I've had a membership site for 4 years and I absolutely love it, called Entrepreneur Now. And we're looking at that membership site right here. That then says that you can charge a fee on an ongoing basis, creating reoccurring revenue for you for that membership. So let's go ahead and just see how we set up a membership. Now there's a couple of very powerful things we can do here. Let's go ahead and create a new membership because I haven't created one yet. And the first thing I want to do is give my membership a name. I'm just going to create the monthly membership. I'm going to do a very basic one right here. So we'll just type in monthly membership. And then you can have a description for the membership. Mainly, this is just an internal description. It doesn't get used externally, but I'm a marketer, so I always like to write things in marketing terms. You can even say what the active dates for this membership is. Most memberships are ongoing in perpetuity, but you could limit that if you want to. And then you go ahead and you can set the price, whether it be on a monthly basis or what the term is. So you set the price. I want to say mine's $49. $1,099. And I'm going to say it's monthly, but you could also do weekly, quarterly, or yearly is available as well. Now, I love this feature called the free trial. And a lot of membership sites do offer a 7-day or 14-day free trial. And what essentially this does, by clicking this button right here called free trial and setting the number down to, we'll set it down to 7, this will basically allow the user to sign up, get 7 days free, and at the end of the 7 days, their credit card will automatically be charged for the full fee that we've talked about here. Now, there are a couple other different types of membership types. One is called one time. One time basically says I'm going to charge you one time and you're going to get access in perpetuity for my membership. You can also offer a free trial there. Or you can do installments. Now, installments basically just say I'm going to buy a membership maybe, again, in perpetuity, but I'm going to pay in 12 installments, 3 installments, and then what the reoccurrence of those installments are. Usually it's monthly. I'm going to pay in 3 equal payments. This is another great way of kind of bringing somebody in and allowing them to buy something and getting the membership, if you will, or access to that program or that course in perpetuity. The second part of the membership is, well, what access am I going to give them? Here's the cool part about our engine. You can limit their access. You don't need to give them, let's say you have 100 courses in your course library. You might say, you know what, you're just going to get access to a certain number of courses, which you can then go down and select here, whichever courses you want to give access to for that membership. Or you can do it by group or category, which is a nice organized way of doing it. Or you can even do it by single course or program. So if you have a program that you're charging $600, $700, $800, and that membership is tied to that program, bada boom, bada bing, you're good, you're all set, and you're ready to go. That's all you have to do to create a membership. You set up these rules, and then the system will automatically conform and automatically control those memberships. Now, you can also set up a buy page, and just with a simple link to our membership system, will pop open our cart and our e-commerce and our checkout system all automatic for you. So it's a really, really smooth and easy system. One of the ways that our customers do it is they may actually want to market using their WordPress site. They might want to market their membership site on that, and then we provide the links so that you can link over and they can establish an account and make the purchase on our site. We take care of everything for you there. So that's just one idea in which to get your membership site off the ground and start earning money right away. As we wrap up our demo, I wanted to show you how everything comes together all in one site. Again, your site can be one page, or it can be thousands and thousands of pages. Any e-learning portal can be whatever size that works for your business. It can be integrated into another site, or it can be a standalone site as we have here at members.entrepreneurnow.com. All right, so first thing I did is I used my portal designer to design this entire site. It was super simple and very fast. So I've got my categories at the top that are actually being driven by my portal. And then I have some graphics, and we want to make our sites really graphically interesting for the user. We want to bring them into the site, make it very appealing. So we gave you a lot of tools to be able to create both automated and automatic kind of graphics that you can just drag and drop a widget and dump them onto the site, or you can kind of customize your own by adding your own individual graphics, whatever you want. So here I've got a great homepage with a nice full width banner graphic with a button right down there, just like you would see in your WordPress sites, almost identical to actually creating this in your WordPress site as well. But here you're creating it within the Microcasting engine. And then we've got some featured courses for entrepreneurs. And then I have an individual course that I had a little bit more information on. But one of my favorite things is this little guy right here called a carousel. And I basically just dumped a group into this carousel, and bada boom, bada bing, I've got my nice carousel where I'm giving information about the course and some details about the course, along with a Learn More button where they can go right into the course and take that course. In addition, we've got our program information here, so I just decided to feature some programs and give a little bit more information about it. I've got another featured course graphic down here, and then I wrap up with a carousel. Literally, I'm just dragging and dropping components onto a palette and creating it that way. So from here, I can go into my subcategory pages or category pages. In this case, I'm going to go into entrepreneurship. We're going to take a look at entrepreneurship. It has a completely different design than we saw earlier, but I've got my nice header graphic with a featured program in this particular case. And then I've got my course grid. My course grid basically allows me to display courses. My course grid allows me to display courses from top to bottom within that category or group. I'm going to click on one of those courses right here, and I can see the 1 hour business plan with investment teaser. And this is my, again, course landing page, and that's going to give me information about the course. I can start the course from right here. If I want to learn a little bit more about it, I can do that as well. I can see what videos that are in the course as well. Now, keep in mind that you can go and bypass this page if you wanted to take the user right from that category page right into the learning page where they're going to get the course itself. You can do that as well. That's just a configuration within our engine. And then from there, you're right into the course delivery page with all the information, the call to action buttons, all the videos, any downloads that they might have, any notes that they can take, all available right here. I want to show you one last thing before we wrap up our demo here. I created a programs page as well. I wanted to highlight the programs that I've got in the engine, so I created a landing page, just a graphical landing page that featured my most popular programs available to the end user. So I can go ahead and click in here. Again, click into one of the programs and I get what? My program landing page. My program landing page gives me all the information that I need about that individual program, and I can start the program right from here and get started. So that is a tour of our portal. And you can create any types of portals that you want. You really have full control over the user interface for yourself. I really hope that you enjoyed watching our overview and demonstration of the Microcasting e-learning portals. We are here to help integrate e-learning throughout your entire business such that it has a tremendous impact on your growth, not only from selling courses, programs, and memberships, but also utilizing this as a powerful sales and marketing tool to engage your customers and prospects to take action. We go beyond just providing technology, but we provide knowledge and intelligence on how to use this and integrate it into your business so you can have real impact. So I urge you to get started with us today and let us guide you step by step through the process. We are really excited about having you as part of the Microcasting family.